So the agenda. First off, we'll go through the presenter introductions. I have my colleagues Tom and James joining us today, so we'll briefly introduce ourselves. We'll give a brief company overview. There's a few people in the room that are new to Quantrix, so we just want to give you a little bit of information around Quantrix and our organization. We'll get into the demonstration. In this particular webinar, we'll be demonstrating the new user interface and some of the ease of use features that we've implemented in version 6. In regards to the question and answer period, So Tom will now lead us through our company overview.
Sure, and again, welcome everyone for coming. I see from the attendee list we have pretty much a 50-50 mix of existing customers and new or prospective folks who are looking at Quantrix for the first time. So I think it makes sense just to refresh everyone and give you a little bit of background about the company. So we're headquartered here in lovely Portland, Maine, right? If you're familiar with the city, we're right in the old Port District, which has lots of great restaurants and fun things to do. We were founded, or our first release of the software was in 2003. And as James mentioned, our parent company is IDBS. They're based in the UK, and it's a really nice luxury to have them as our parent company. It allows us to focus on developing really great software while they take care of all the administrative bits.
So the version 6 demonstration we'll be featuring today is the new user interface, along with some ease of use improvements. I do have just a slight warning. This is beta software. It's hot off the presses, so I am demonstrating at my own risk. I feel confident that I'm going to show you some really good things, and they'll work quite nicely. So the first thing I'd like to talk about here is the top level icons. So we've gone through, and every icon that we have in the menu application now has undergone a redesign. So we've made the icons bigger. At the appropriate areas, we've made the icons more colorful and hopefully much more easier to use and understand than what we had in the current application. Just walking through this briefly, these set of icons here are your common icons for save, print, cut, copy, and paste. We have undo or redo icons here. Then we have the Quantrix specific icons to insert a matrix, insert a table view, charts, presentation canvas. This icon here now represents the model browser, so that's how you turn the model browser off and on, as well as the format toolbox is represented by this icon. Other icons of note, inserting link images. Some of the group icons are noted here to group and ungroup items, collapse, uncollapse. And here is our perspectives icon, and I'll be using this to switch through different window perspectives that I have in the Quantrix application. Zoom, full screen, and then our data connection icons are located here for data nav, data link, and data push. The second row of icons that we've redesigned are the typical formatting icons that you find in either of these fonts can be changed. So under Tools Options, under the general fonts, we have the user has the ability to set the fonts for the code, which is the formulas, and any labels and text areas. Those we can use the system fonts, or you can set the ones that you desire for your particular application. But we're hopeful that the default fonts that we're using for version 6 will just help with your overall use of Quantrix. Any panels that we have in Quantrix, so if I go to Audit Trail, are using the new UI look and feel. So any of those type of panels that you bring up in Quantrix, we've gone through the entire application to apply that UI look and feel to all the different panels that we have in Quantrix. We'll be showing that to you in the next webinar. So the last thing that I want to show you for this particular webinar is to talk about our formulas a bit more. And so as you may have noticed as I was walking through some of the earlier parts of my presentation, we did have a new font for formulas. Again, that's changeable in Quantrix. And we also have the way to set formula highlighting with colors in Quantrix. Now, we're still doing some experimentation and feedback loops on what the default formula colors should be. And so what I'm showing you here is one idea that we're testing here at Quantrix. Anything I show you here that is important to note, anything that I show you here as far as colors, as how Quantrix can be shown in a formula color, can be changed in options as well, and I'll be showing you that in just a moment. But if we take a look at this first formula here, we have the tier total cash flow tier first for total investment.